Hello, welcome to today's video. We are going to be starting here on page 39 of our ukulele book. Today, we're going to get acquainted with music notation. Okay, so if you had not already learned about this previously, this is a good place to learn about it. Notes are musical sounds that are represented by these symbols with circles and lines that are attached to them. Okay, so rhythms are what these create. Rhythms are how long or short a note is. The staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces. Let's take a look at the staff here. So as you can see, when we play on the ukulele, when we read music, we're going to be using a staff. We have 5 lines. Let's go ahead and count them. Ready? Here we go. Here's counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 lines. And now let's count the spaces. Oops, wrong one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 5 lines and 4 spaces to work with. We will be playing other notes too, below and above the staff, but that will come later. So for now, let's just be aware that we have 5 lines and 4 spaces. When we learn about music, we're going to be learning about the musical alphabet. The musical alphabet is 7 letters from our regular English alphabet. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to draw some notes names on the staff here, and I want us to learn it well. I want us to learn what is called the lines and spaces exercise. Okay, so here we go. First, I'm going to draw a C down here below the staff, and then I'm going to draw a line through it. Next, I'm going to draw an E here, G, B, D, and lastly, F. What we're going to do in your assignment sheet, I will write out the words for these lines or these notes. The words are could every good burger deserve fries? Okay, so as I mentioned, we're not exactly starting with the first line, we're starting below the staff. So the words are, once again, let's say that together. Could every good burger deserve fries? I want us to always remember that, please, because that will help us to remember where the lines or which line has which note name. Okay, let's now go with the spaces. Let's write the following letters on our staff paper, please. D right there below. F, A, C, and E. Now, as you can see, this is a different order, but now they're on the space in between the lines. Let's say the following words for each letter, starting with the one below. Don't forget all cows, the cows that go moo, eat. Don't forget all cows eat. And as we remember with our ukulele, good cows eat always is another acronym or another mnemonic that we used. Okay? So, as we go over these, as we write these over and over again on our staff, we will remember what each note is. When we put both of them together, we will see each line and space has a letter, has a note name attached to it. And once we remember that and learn it, we'll be able to apply it by reading the notes on the staff with our ukulele. At the bottom of page number 39, we're learning about clefs. The clef that we are working with today is called the G clef or the treble clef. Okay, so let's read a little bit about there on that page. On the other following pages of our book here, we're learning about notes that are on lines or those that are on spaces. So for this one here, I know it says first, second, third, fourth, and fifth line, or first, second, third, fourth, and third, fourth spaces. That's fine to know. However, I would prefer if we turn this into a lines and spaces exercise. So after practicing writing out the lines and spaces, the note names, instead of writing first space, second space, or whatever, we're going to write the name of the note on these lines or spaces here and here. And we'll talk about that later on in your lesson. And now the last portion, or the last couple of pages here, we have page 41. Now it does have a mnemonic here about how to learn the notes on the staff, but let's use the one that I came up with. Could every good burger deserve fries? And don't forget, all cows eat. Very good. The last thing we're going to talk about here is introducing the quarter note. Okay, let's go back to our staff again. A quarter note is a dot like this, or it can be a shaded in circle with a line or a stem, as we call it, that starts at the side of the dot and extends up. Now, the direction of the stem and the side on which it starts depends on where the quarter note is on the staff. If it is on the middle line or above, the stem will go down and be on the left side of the note, or of the note head. If it is below the middle line, it is going to be on the right side and going up. Okay, so that is called a quarter note. A quarter note has one beat. And I want you to clap like this. Let me get out of this for a moment, please. I want you to clap with me like this and say 1. Whenever we have a quarter note, we say 1. Notice here at the bottom, we have a clap and count out loud exercise. There's quarter notes, and there's also what is called a quarter rest. This kind of little lightning bolt is called a quarter rest. When we see one of those, we don't play, we don't clap. Instead, we're going to do this and say 1, and open up our hands. 1. Let's go ahead now. We're going to clap each of these notes. Notice that we have numbers underneath. In 4/4 time signature, there are 4 beats in a measure, so we're going to always count to the number 4. Let's clap and count. Watch my demonstration for the first couple of measures, and then we'll do it together. Ready? 1, 2, let's clap and count, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, next measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, next measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Let's turn the page. This is our written assignment. We're going to be practicing drawing quarter notes with the stem going down or the stem going up. We're also going to practice drawing quarter notes and writing the beat numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this was a little bit of a rushed review, but we should have gone over this in detail at your lesson. So if you have any questions, you can always ask me on Tanara or in the comments below. So let's learn our lines and spaces and prepare for playing the notes on the staff. We'll see you next lesson. Bye-bye.